That most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First carry now for Thompson.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
On first down, it's Haskins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready up. Mike, what do you want? 22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hayward. Wide, get wide. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
First carry for Darius Geis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down now. It's Thompson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that 380. Alpha. Switch it. here, switch it. Alert! Out. Easy, check it, reload!
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is Mostert. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
San Francisco.
Wait, that's 29. Alpha. 56. 450. Shadow.
There's Mostert. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and a couple, Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Mostert, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Hey, Haywood! 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check it. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Here we go. Hey, 66.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. The open man is Westbrook. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Now they try the right side here. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
the safety cream.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check, check, check. Sponge, 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 look small. He's coming. Double up, double up.
To Thompson on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Last stop. Last stop.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Brady now to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a handoff looking right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Brady going to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That's good for 28 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be so slow. 51's the mic. 50 ready.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On first down, it's Thompson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 82 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Niners 24, Redskins 10. Robbie Gould to kick off 4 seconds.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 2, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Right there, 56. Oh, dang,
To throw on third down. Haskins, open man, the tight end Rodgers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it third down. Haskins on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.